Hello class. This PowerPoint presentation is about integrating Harvest with Salesforce for Springer Miller Systems. Springer Miller Systems is the company I work for as an integrations specialist. So the table of contents here contains all of the pages or the different slides we have for this short presentation. We'll have the title page, the table of contents, the introduction, project goals, business problems, needs or opportunities of the existing IAS, which is the information systems, the flow charts. We'll have a lead qualification process and the case creation and install process, the ER diagram, which will be the relationship diagram for the database, data communication, data mapping, the Gantt chart, integration, cost and subscription, systems security, the endpoint security, conclusion, and then we will close up with the bibliography. This introduction is about what Springer Miller Systems is. We are a software company which provides software and a platform for hotels, resorts, and spa around the world. What we do is we install and manage property management systems. And on our platform, we install many interfaces which deals with payment processing, or passport scanning, or credit card processing, and those interfaces varies from XML interfaces, legacy serial interfaces. So we also use Salesforce, which is a customer relationship management, which is one of the principal or the main information system we use to manage accounts, cases, work orders, work packages, and more. So the goal here, or the idea around this project, is to install or to integrate Harvest to Salesforce. Harvest is a time tracking application that we already use, but there is also a different application we use, which is Workday. So depending on departments, there is a separation between them, and all the employees do not use the same system. Our goals with integrating this is to standardize the time tracking system across the organization, and also to make the information available across the organization. We also would like to run an accurate report of the time we spend on the project or the tasks. And also at the end, access resources from anywhere on any device. We with this type of integrations, we will have some problems, or also the needs that can arise from which we will like to perform or implement this integration, but also opportunities. So in this case, the main problem will be like the difficulty we have running accurate report for time spent on a job or on a project, because there are different information systems. So managers or even employees have to hop on from one system to another gather the reports and then kind of summarize them. And the need is to integrate the time data and to keep the record of that data. And the opportunity is to standardize the existing time tracking systems, because we have two of them, let's say even three, which we use to track time, but we would like just to get one which will be used by every employee. We have the lead qualification process here, which is the flow chart which you can see. And the lead qualification process here shows the process to create a lead and how that lead can be converted into an opportunity. And because it is only when it becomes an opportunity that the company can win a customer and then start scheduling cases or installs. We have also the case creation and install process, which here it shows the process from where we can create a case and schedule an installation from beginning to the end, which will be the close status of an integration. The ER diagram here is a kind of mapping of the database, and where we can store all type of data and metadata, define them, and show how the process will be in the back end. But with this integration, we will not have to design a database from the ground up, because we are dealing with a cloud-based environment, which is Salesforce, and Harvest also is a cloud-based application which we are already using. So integration will be through the Harvest Sync, which is a connector, and once we connect, there will only be a mapping of the data, and the database will be updated automatically, or if there are some tables missing, they will be automatically also created. Any integration involves creating a communication between the two systems. So here we have the communication and data mapping. On the communication, we will have just a one-way communication. So we have like the information which we'll be sending, and the timing that it will take from one system to another to be updated. So in this case, we are integrating Harvest to Salesforce. So when we are integrating this system, information will go from Harvest just one way to Salesforce, and the time will be near real time, which is more or less a minute. The data mapping is some fields that will be defined in Harvest and the equivalent in Salesforce. What happens is Harvest has a different mapping structure, which is not the same as Salesforce. So when you integrate, fields in Harvest has to match one-to-one to what we have in Salesforce. The naming convention may not be the same, but when we integrate them, when we match them, the record will be the same. The Gantt chart here shows the tasks and the timeline of how the integration will be done and how long it will take. And we have two status here, one which is the completed task, and the other one which is the pending when the task has not been done or is being done but not completed yet, and the completed one which it will be when the task is already done. And we also have the integration cost and subscription. And the cost here will include hardware costs, potential network upgrades, upfront fees, which are the cost of training and configuration, and the ongoing costs, which will be the subscription fees for the integration. And in this case, the subscription fees are $750 US dollars per company and per year. As for the hardware costs, there will be no hardware involved here because it is cloud-based. The potential network upgrades, everything is already upgraded, so we will not need that. And the upfront fees, which is the cost of training and configuration, that is part of the administration or expenses fees in a company, which will be shared between departments that are using the application. The system security, we have a system security and overall the company, which is the firewall, the account security built on the Active Directory, and we have the endpoint VPN client, which we use on each of our laptops, which allows us to be connected into the intranet or access our company resources. We also have the multi-factor authentication we use when we connect to any cloud-based interface that we use. And we have one login password management, which is a password management we use so that we don't have to type or save our passwords on a piece of paper, which is a risk. And we also have a Trend Micro we use as an antivirus. The endpoint security system here is also what we use as a VPN, which has many features and many benefits, among which we have the compliance, the full disk encryption, the remote access VPN, the anti-bot and URL filtering, anti-ransomware, behavioral guard, and forensics. Also, we have the threat emulation and anti-exploit. And this VPN, we just upgraded it a couple of weeks ago, and it's very efficient and it's nice to have. So overall, integrating Harvest to Salesforce is a plus for our company because it will allow the company to use just one tracking, time tracking system, and sync data from Harvest to Salesforce. Then Harvest also have a feature where we can upload invoices straight into Harvest and it will sync data as well. So that is something which is very rewarding for us, the company, and that's why I thought that this project will be a plus for the company. And here you have a list of bibliography or resources I used to complete this task or this job. And thank you for watching. Bye.